Can you tighten the skin on your body where those problem areas are? I'm here to tell you about some of the things that you can do to just do that. One is that first of all, we have to find those zones, right? Look at the body and those zones. And I know all of us can probably, in your mind right now, know one area in particular that you would like to see a little bit more tightened and toned. And I know for myself, I think I'm just as human as everybody else. I also have my zones that I like to take a little extra care for. And one zone for sure is the arm area. So that's from the shoulder down to the elbow. We like to tone and firm up that area as well and tighten it up if possible. The other zone is in like the midsection of our body. So that's like really from like the belly button all the way down to your knees. And in that zone, we'll have like the stomach area, you have the glute area, the thighs, and a place that a lot of us don't consider or think about are like around the knees or where those bendy joints are. So another one could be the elbow. And we may need to take a little extra care and use particular types of routines to manage it and to see some great results for a nice tight tone and really smooth skin. And my way to do is almost like giving your whole body a facial. So you can start with a great cleansing of the body. So you can do this right in your shower, very easy to prep the skin prior to putting on any products that could really work and target those particular areas that you have that you just want to maybe see a little bit of change. I know you're probably going to say, well, you can't just do everything with a cream. I know this. I know exercise and diet all have something to play in this role of being able to manage everything, but we need to know what kind of products can we be using in association with all of those other things we might be already doing. And I wanted to share one modality that I know all of us can do without having to go through excess, huge diet change or excessive exercise. You can just go and grab yourself a dry brush. And all this is just a nice bristled brush that is designed for the body that you can do some nice sweeping and circulation motions to really help get everything moving to really encourage a more smooth and refined texture. What I'm talking about here, and this is specifically to all of you who may be familiar with that orange peel effect, let's say on the thigh and the glute and possibly around the stomach area, a really great technique that you can do to accelerate and to help your products work better for you is to do a dry brushing method. Or some of you out there might know a loofah, like the loofah sponge. These are also other tools you can use. All I ask is when you are doing this method, when you are sweeping up on the arms and or the legs or any of those target areas in long stroke motions, firm to medium pressure, and you want to always be moving towards the heart. So that is going to be the tip for the best results and the optimal way to do this. So you can first start with the dry brushing method, and then the second part is you can reach for a beautiful exfoliating body treatment as a whole. So in our case today, I want to share with you a sugar scrub and a sugar salt scrub combo. These can be easily added to your home care routine when you're taking a shower or when you're taking a bath. And what I have here is I've got just a beautiful sugar scrub. I like sugar scrubs. They dissolve really easily. They're very gentle and they're also very hydrating. So this is very effective. We have a couple that you can choose from. Today I've got the blueberry. I just love blueberries. I love the aromatic of it, but it's going to be just refined enough so it's going to scrub, but it's not going to be rough. And as you're in the shower, it's going to melt those sugars down and then be safe also going down the drain. So this is very effective. You can do your whole body from all the way from basically your top, base of your neck all the way down, even in between your toes if you like to. We have another option for those who might look for something more fresh and a little bit more invigorating in the shower, maybe not as fruity or on the sweeter side. We have our Stone Crop Revitalizing Body Scrub, and we did a little bit extra here. We've done a beautiful blend of a salt and a sugar, and it's a little bit more refined. So if you're looking for more of that polishing effect to the skin, this is going to be a beautiful option for you to be using at home. And both you would just apply straight on the body, scrub, and then pop yourself into that shower side and then rinse it off. That would be the optimal way to use the scrubs. Now, what do we do? So we've got the body ready, we've exfoliated it, we're ready for the body lotions to go on there. So you can do a couple of things. I prefer to do target-based care first. So I want to use this particular type of product that's going to address the concerns, let's say, of my arms and my stomach and my buttocks or my thighs and my knees. I want to be very specific, so I'm going to target those areas with one type of product, and then I want to use a secondary product that I can put all over the body to give it really good moisturization and kind of lock and seal everything in. So when you're using a body product that's specific for target, we have our beautiful Stone Crop Contouring Body Cream. Actually, these two go really well together for scent profile, and they make a nice little couple, so both the Stone Crop products there as a whole. But you see that it says contouring cream, so this is really going to help with that tighten and lift of the skin. And you would just literally do your scrub, and then you would apply the lotion only where you need it. So you'd go, let's say, from the shoulder down to the elbow. And don't forget the elbows. The elbows are a bendy part, so we tend to like to firm and tighten where the joints are. And you would do the same for your knees. And then, of course, then you can target, of course, the stomach and then the rest of the trunk of the body, including your buttocks and thighs. And this is super easy. It is one of my favorite ones to use. I have it in my daily routine at home. And then we have beautiful body lotions for you to choose from, like our mangosteen body lotion, but I would really recommend our coconut firming body lotion, especially if you're looking at the stomach area as well as the thighs, and it gives just a little extra mileage to help with that firming, tightening, and toning of the skin, and it could be used all over the body. And so what are some of the reasons maybe we're starting to see this, the loosening of the skin, sagging of the skin, the orange peel effect? It could come from multiple factors. Sometimes it could just be as simple as lifestyle and changes to our bodies, which could be excessive weight loss or gain, can cause the skin to stretch, and the elastin may loosen up, so we can end up with a little bit of that sagginess. So we want to bring it all up and tighten it together for that orange peel, or cellulite, as we call it. Obviously, this is a deeper concern, but we can definitely refine, and that's why I really love scrubs or the dry brushing really help in that factor. So take a consideration on how you're preparing the skin before you're putting on those treatments for those areas. And as I mentioned, the knees and the elbows, just from flexing, right, from moving those joints all the time, the skin is moving constantly as well, and we do build up some adipose tissue, or the fat tissue can build up around those areas as well, and can be affected as our lifestyles are changing as well. So we have a few things to consider: hereditary, genetics, etc. These also could be a big player in it. Your environment, for those of you who spend a lot of time in the sun, and don't forget to put your SPF afterwards at the vinyl end as well to do that ultimate protection. So there you have it. I know it's not always the best conversation to have, because normally we're here to talk about the face, but we have to realize the skin is on the whole body, and we need to be a little bit more mindful about how we're managing and caring for that part of our skin as well. So I really hope this was new and fun and will inspire you to add some cool new products to your home care routine for your body to go along with your beautiful home care facial routine. I'm Natalie with another In the Mix for you today, and as always, if you want to hear more from us, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so we can catch you next time. Have a fantastic day.